Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my Subsistence tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be an introduction to Subsistence. Now here, my friends, we have a brutal survival game where you will need cunning and wits to survive. Failing that, you can always rely on that idiot the gamester to watch your back. I love this game because it is a huge challenge and a lot of fun to play. Even in easy mode, it is still a challenge. Subsistence is on Steam and is priced at £10.59 or $13.09. Well, that's with today's translation rate. Okay, it is developed by Cold Games, which basically is one guy and he is building a lovely survival game. These are some of the things currently in game, so current features. Single player sandbox experience. The multiplayer component is in development, so it's only single player at the moment. Crafting mechanics, dynamic base building, weapon upgrade system, mining and refining ores, farming, AI hunters with AI base building, meaning that not only have you got to outsmart the local wildlife, but also at a certain point when you place your base command center, the AI hunters will start spawning, which is you'll see, it's all fun. They're great for farming. Animal husbandry, food cooking mechanics, weld day-night cycle, temperature change based on the time of day and altitude, character hunger thirst strength mechanics, character clothing system for inviting removing players to access bases, central power system for bases, base items require power to function, NPC enemy leveling system. So yeah, what that's talking about, the NPC enemy leveling system, if a level 1 wolf kills you, which in all probability it will at some point, forget the level 2s and level 3s, but if a level 1 wolf kills you, on your death, that wolf will level up to level 2, thereby becoming stronger. There are different tiers to creatures, 1, 2, 3 for example. As you increment in the tiers, so tier 1 animals will have the least amount of goods, so 1 meat and a bit of cloth. Tier 2 creatures will have more, and tier 3 creatures will have the most, but you're best off having a shotgun before you attempt the tier 3s. Okay, this is what it says on the Steam store page with regards to Subsistence. Subsistence is a sandbox first-person open-world survival game. Currently only single player with multiplayer in development. Struggle to build a base, gear up in the hostile environment, defend yourself from wildlife and AI hunters who also build bases in the world. Now the idea with the AI hunters, okay, is they don't, like I say, start spawning until you place your base command center. Once you place it, they will start building up their own base, and if you ignore them, they will get stronger and stronger with time, as in they'll build their base more and more up. So the best thing to do, as soon as you know there's an AI hunter out there, grab the bull by its horns. Don't ignore the problem, go seek it, go find it, find that AI hunter and take him out. That's your best bet, because you'll also get rewarded with some resources from them, and you can stay on top of them that way. Right, let's start a game and explain some keys that we'll be using, or you'll be using. So if I switch to the controls quickly, well, I did hope quickly. Okay, so here's some of the movement keys. WSAD. Left shift makes you sprint, spacebar gives you jump, and C crouch. Crouching is best for when you're harvesting resources, mining ores, or chopping down trees because it's easier to get the wood. Okay, but we'll go over that. So solo game, you get 3 profiles in which you can use. If you have one profile or all 3 are full, you can clear the profile, thereby enabling you to start a new game. We're going to start here with profile 2. We're going to go for easy. The reason for this is because all of y'all that are watching are going to be new players. Don't even think about starting on any more difficult. Start here. You're still going to be bashing your head against the wall and swearing quite profusely whilst playing this, because any good game, if it's a good game, it's not only a challenge, it's fun, and this exceeds that in both. So start with easy and we will make steady progress. Down here, tips: search for supply crates and plants. Fibres can be hard to see but are all over the world. Avoid animal encounters unless necessary. Build a base command unit. Oh, that's what it's called, base command unit, not center, sorry. Base command unit for advanced build options. Do not build the base command unit until you are ready to party with the AI hunters. Do not go there until you have a base up and running and some resources. You aren't going to want the advanced build options just yet. You need plenty of food before you think about that, and plenty of bullets, ammunition for your gun, because the AI hunters may start with shotguns or SVT rifles and they're going to give you a bad day. Anyway, so there we go. Let's click start. Notice I'll enable these. It says hunters are hostile AI survivors that will move into the world a few days after you establish base and will begin building bases of their own. Note, they can be disabled, re-enabled in existing save games. Disabling them will wipe them out and they will need to rebuild from scratch if re-enabled. So you can use that if you have loads spawn around you and they're just wiping you out all the time. Then disable them until you get strong, then re-enable them. I'm going to keep that there. I want to show you a challenge and I want to show you some fun, so that's what we're going to have. Okay, let's click start new solo game. Okay, now I'm going to cover some keys that you're not going to be perhaps familiar with, which will save your life. So here we go, we've spawned in. The first thing to know is the sun is your best friend. Oh, and that hint, avoid animals unless absolutely necessary. Search for resources, plants and supply crates. The sun is your best friend. It rises in the east and sets in the west, so that's the axis we're going to follow. Where it rises, you do not want your base, so the sun will rise up to midday and then start to come down to set, and there is a mountain where it sets with a big open plain before it. That is the perfect place for you for your base. Okay, so the very first key then, let's go over some keys to start with. If you press the pause break key, it pauses the game. How cool is that? Because you're now going to need to get mentally and physically prepared for this adventure. This is survival at its fittest. Right, okay, so we've paused the game. Let's now press the G key. So G key will bring up your inventory. Okay, to quickly run over some of the stuff that we see here. In the top right, you will see the temperature. Temperature is important within Subsistence because when it gets cold, you will start to take physical health damage and you will die from it being cold. So we're going to cover how you can combat that. Don't worry, it's not a mad panic. This game can be easy or it can be very difficult. My goal for this series is to make it easy. Okay, so keep an eye on the temperature, although really it's only when it's getting towards night time that you need to fear that, or if you're walking in the mountains where it is cold, you know, because there's snow on the ground, don't do it until you're fully clothed. Okay, so there's the temperature. Down here you've got the proteins bar. You can find protein bars from storage crates which give you a nice boost to your protein. You can also get proteins from meat, raw meat, cooked meat. Meat, when you put it in a campfire, will start off raw, then it will go to a little bit cooked, and then it will go to cooked. Don't leave it longer than that or else it will ruin. So that's for doing your proteins, meat. And also liver is even better than meat. Next you've got fruit and veg. You can find apples. That's a good way of getting your fruit up. If we go over the apple, you will see dietary supplement, and notice it gives us 24 to our fruit and veg. It gives 12 to our hunger and 5 to our hydration, which is our water level, which is the third next bar, hydration. Now you can find water, which will give you 29 hydration. Never just drink water. We will be picking berries. When you pick berries, not only do they do your fruit and veg, but if you mix the berry by dropping it on the water and then clicking make berry juice, Berry juice gives you much better stats, so it gives us fruit and veg, it gives us hunger and hydration. So I'll be showing you that when we find some berries. Okay, so that's proteins, fruit and veg and water, hydration covered. Over here we've got hunger, so eating foods and berry juice will increase that. Next we've got strength, which is your energy, if you like. When you're running around, you're going to burn off your strength, your energy. Okay, and last of all, oh by the way, if you burn off your energy, stop and chop down trees. As funny as that may sound, that gives you time then for this to slowly go back up. Do not expend your energy, do not run. You need it for if a wild animal aggresses onto you. With regards to wild animals, okay, it's not as bad as it all seems. There are wolves and there are bears currently in the game. Remember, this is early access. It was relaunched on I believe it was in October of 2016. I didn't actually make a note of its release date. I should have done, but I didn't. But anyway, it was released between the 16th and 29th of October of last year. So it's a relatively new game and it is in early development. Please bear that in mind. Right, okay, so talking about wild animals, bears and wolves, which we currently have. When you get near to them, they will growl. You will hear a growl if you're paying attention. This game is about keeping your wits about you. When you're wandering along, try to keep a watch all around you. If you hear one growl, move away quick. One growl means they're not going to apprehend you. They're not going to chase you. If you hear two growls, they're chasing you. In which case, run for as long as you run for about half your energy bar, your strength bar, then turn around and look. The chances are they would have stopped chasing you. Okay, unless you get very unlucky, they'll chase you until you die. They will chase you down like the dog you are, so don't let them. Okay, keep a watch, listen for the growls. One growl is warning, so move away from them. Two growls, they're on your derriere. Okay, so that's the strength. Next, last, we have your health. There are things that which I'm going to get to next, that you can craft to increase your health. Okay, so let's move over to that now. Starting here, you've got your weapons. You can make a pickaxe. You need a pickaxe for mining ores. Ores, do not mine yet. Do not even bother making a pickaxe yet. Ores you have to use in a refinery to smelt into frags. Okay, which is what the game calls them. So iron frags, copper frags, zinc frags. Zincs they've just added recently to the game. So no point in making a pickaxe yet, because you're a long way off of being able to make a refinery. Forget the pickaxe. But over here it shows you what you need to make one. Very simple to make. Okay. Cordage is made from fibres, but we'll get to that. Next, steel hand axe, which is an upgrade to your axe you're currently using. Stick with your current axe for now. You're going to need every resource you can get to start with. Next, you got your pistol, which you start with a pistol. As soon as you build a storage crate in your base, when you die, you will lose your pistol on death. So bear that in mind when you place your first storage crate. You will no longer spawn on after death with the pistol. You'll lose it in a little container, which you have 5 minutes to find that container, and I wish you luck with that. There isn't no compass in this. There's only the sun and the mountains to go by, and so I wish you luck getting your corpse back. The items out the little crate that drops when you die. You have 5 minutes, but trust me, you'll have fun trying to find it. Okay, moving on then, you've got the shotgun. We want to make ourselves one of that. To me that shouts, you can kill tier 2 and 3 creatures. A wolf, 1 shot. Bear, 2 shots, providing you can aim roughly at their heads. You want to headshot them. And last we've got the rifle. Semi-auto rifle, meaning it's like the pistol, you can just keep repeatedly firing with it. But be aware that the ammunition you're going to need to make is all precious. This is why this is a good game, because it really is survival at its best, because every resource is precious, especially to make. So if we jump to the ammo, I'll go to these two. 9mm bullets, the easiest to make. Ammo casing and gunpowder. You can see, blinking heck. You can see you need one ammo. You can make these later on, don't panic. For now you're only going to be getting them out of storage crates, but you can make ammo casings and you can make gunpowder, and I will tell you what you need to make them in another episode, and that'll be a good one. You shotgun shells, more difficult because you need more of each of the resources, and the rifle rounds, you'll notice two less ammo casings and less gunpowder, but the shotgun is my favourite. Okay, pistol is what we're going to have for a long time. Quickly finishing this off though, under here you've got your sticks, campfire, wooden planks, cordage, fuel bricks, padded cloth. Okay, let's just quickly switch to my notes. The first things you should do when you start and load in the game are as follows. Select your pistol. So let's come out of here by pressing the G key. Select your pistol by either using the middle, let's unpause it by doing the pause break. Select your pistol by either the middle scroll mouse wheel, or the simplest way, just press the number key. So number 2 for your pistol if it's in that slot. Press the R key, that will reload your pistol. You don't have many bullets to start with, only you start with I think 9, and 7 will go into the gun because it only has 1 bullet loaded in it at the start. Okay, so on that subject, you've loaded your pistol. Let's just quickly mention some other keys before other crucial things for you to do. F8 auto saves the game, so do F8 frequently, but never ever fight a creature until you've done your save first, then fight. Get into that habit. Pause break whenever you go AFK. G key brings up the inventory. F key is for use and picking up items. The movement keys are the WSAD. Left shift to run. R key reloads. C crouches, good for harvesting ores and wood because it puts you closer to the ground. Okay, continuing on the first things that you should do. So after you've reloaded your pistol, next objective, get 20 logs. Make 2 sticks and a campfire. You're not going to use them yet, but it's best to have them in case you get caught in the dark. If you get caught in the dark, you're either going to get killed or you're going to freeze to death. Not good, but if you've got a campfire, that ups your survival chances tremendously. Okay, so you make 2 sticks in order to make the campfire. If we go to here and show you, see you need 2 sticks, 3 logs. That's why you want to get yourself 20 logs to start with. 10 logs to make your campfire, and 10 logs to make sticks and pine logs. Have some spare, and then 10 logs to get you through the night for fuel for your campfire, because you need to fuel it. Okay, so what other priorities should you have? Once you've got your campfire, you've reloaded your weapon, loot as many crates and bags on your way to where you want to start up your base. Save at your start point. If you die, then you can get familiar with that start location and the surroundings. Never engage animals when you first start playing. Always pick up the berries and save the berries and the water until you have some of both, and then you can drop the berries on the water to make juice, which I will be doing. Okay, next thing, after you've got your gun reloaded, that's the most crucial, reloading that gun. So once you've done that, come out your pocket, press F8, save. Okay, you may need to come out of pause break. Oh no, it did save, it just lagged up for a little bit. So F8, save it. So it's saying we're too cold, let's get moving. Might be because I've stood and waffled. But actually no, the timer's gone. See, I'm losing health. So what I immediately need to do is get over here, and then the temperature in the top right, top left should start to increase. Okay, run. You don't really want to run, but I want to get out that cold because it's killing me. Notice the temperature's going up. So as I'm going over here, travelling over, I want to get that temperature up a bit. Oops, there's a bear. We certainly don't want to get a bad day. It's nasty that it started me with it cold and me taking damage, but there we go. You see, I've gone over here and I'm not now taking damage. There we go. Let's go see if I can get a bit warmer. Where we're heading for is that mountain there, in actual fact. That one there. That's where we're going to start our base. The sun is climbing, it's still morning. There we go, now we're at a good temperature. Okay, let's now save it here. So this is a good spot. If I do die, I can come back to here. Right, the timer's gone. There's just so much I want to throw at you to start with to keep your survival. I'm starting work tonight, so I'm going to try and do one more episode. I'll see if I can, because there's a lot of important stuff for starting off. I will end this episode just here, though I probably overdid it, overwhelmed. No, doesn't matter. We'll have a lot of fun. So let's pause it. Okay, wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.